A lot of times people get the things that they wanted, but
Mhm.
once they get it, they don't know how to maintain it. Like you don't know how
Yeah.
to keep everybody around you like the same position, or you see their growth and you don't know how to maintain them to get to another point in their aspect. You only know how to keep them from point A, but you don't know
Yeah.
how to elevate them to keep them in point B, which is why I said the improving part for the eye, and keep them in point B as a maintaining until they're ready to go on to the next level. And a lot of
Facts.
people don't know how to do that. So like when they get into that dynamic, or when they figure out like shit, this actually worked. Now
Mhm.
that it actually worked, what are you gonna do now to maintain it?
Facts.
So if you can't maintain anything, you can't go on to the improvement. You
Mhm.
can't, and that's why I had all those all connect the hustling, the improving, the maintaining. Like you gotta start somewhere. Yes. You got the hustle mindset to keep going to improve. Okay, you
Mhm.
got it. Now can you maintain it? So for instance, if I'm on the street and I'm selling CDs, I
Yeah.
sell 5 Monday. All right, cool. Can I maintain that same consistency moving
Facts.
forward? Or can
Mhm.
I improve on it? It depends on how well I'm hustling to do it. So
Mhm.
if I'm just like I put in like say I put in 5 hours, I sold 5 CDs that day, right? But
Yeah.
then Tuesday I only put in 1 hour, right? And then kind of like upset, like, damn, I only got 1 hour to improve, I mean, hours to do this, but
Right.
I wasn't doing anything that I was supposed to do the same way I was doing to sell those other 5 CDs.
Mhm.
Now my mindset needs to shift to be like, okay, what realization with yourself, like get integrity? What did I do? What am I doing differently to not see the same results that I did back then? Is it because of the day? Is it because I'm not putting in enough work? Is it because I'm not putting in enough hours? Did I change my script? You got to go all back to the drawing board and figure out like what's working for you and what's not. And that's a part of like improvement stuff. You got to figure out what works for you and
Yeah.
what doesn't. Because like I said, it's the same thing when you're talking to a girl. You might say something and I might say something.
Yeah.
Two completely different things. But the thing is like I gotta improve on my aspect of like how I view myself for my integrity of what I
Mhm.
want to tell her. The same way
Yeah.
what you want to tell her is gonna be like standpoint of based off of you.
Yeah.
The thing is, the whole maintaining thing is the key concept. Like I said, when you get it, you gotta make sure like the foundation of all of this is set for you. Hey, I gotta wake up at 6 o'clock, go sell these CDs. I gotta turn around, go back to work, and then after that, I'm gonna go back and sell these CDs again. You gotta
Yeah.
have that. You gotta have be that mindset too to maintain all of it. Know what's working for you. Know what's not working for you. So that way, when you come into the improvement aspect, you're just like, all right, cool. I got what's working for me. A, B, and C working for me, but D, E, and F not working for me. Why D, E, and F is going? Am I going to give it a second chance? And if you decide to do that, understand like taking that risk to find a new perspective. It might work out and be like, okay, I found out that D works for me now. Now the hustling part comes in. B, C, and D are working for me. How do I maintain it now? Okay, I'm maintaining this way. I gotta bust some ass to get to this spot and go over here because I know when I'm selling my CDs, A and B work at sell off in the morning time, but C and D sell off at nighttime. How you gonna manage it? And the
Make
crazy
like
thing is too about it too is sometimes the improvement is
yeah.
also removing the stuff that is not longer working for you.
I think there's just an importance of maintaining masculinity, having masculinity, speaking and holding your word to it. You're honest with what you're doing, having that action drive of masculinity. Because
Right.
not everybody wants to display masculinity to be polarized off. You think some people can be polarized for masculinity, but it's not as
Not
bad as
everybody
what
wants
people to
that
think
position.
about it.
Yeah, they don't want that position.
Yeah, exactly. And having small example, having to say the bad part, you know what I'm saying? Having to be that guy to be like,
Right.
okay, this is what's gonna happen. But you know, that doesn't mean, oh, let me say the bad things to be masculine. No, it's just that
Right.
you have to be able to be the bearer of bad news and good news. That doesn't mean you can't say good news. It's just that you are able to maintain yourself as you're saying it because you know what, this is what it is. You cut off that emotional part, you may feel like, damn, it's fucked up. But you got to still deliver
Right.
what you got to deliver in that moment, no matter what it is, because you're staying true to the direction of what's best for you. You're not masculine, staying true to this
Yourself.
direction. Yeah, devotion to your vision is, or to yourself is what I like to say, because I tell people to commit to life, like commit to yourself first
Yeah.
and foremost. I think that's like the highest form of appreciation any person should really have. The light is you. You're just
Yeah.
going through this tunnel that you have to learn through. You know what I mean? And you got to continue to keep peeling off the layers of yourself, growing new layers of yourself, planting new seeds, having to take out the dead roots of certain things. But there's discipline that requires to become a him because it's not just having, there's pros to being him because I don't want people to think that it's such a,
Sure.
I don't like, you know, oh my God, this is so
Uncomfortable.
difficult. Yeah, right. Like, not, it's, It can be, uncomfortability is a necessity of the pursuit of greatness, but you're not just this uncomfortable. It's a beautiful thing. A small example: I'm doing a 365, so I'm posting every day this year. Going live, posting a YouTube video, whatever. Whole thing is that my vision for it is to just, I want to see what I get out of this for myself. Got visions, I got direction. Let's do it. My discipline is making sure that I post something every single day, single time. And there's times where it could be a little later, but that's because I still got a life outside of this. But at the same time, I'm keeping the discipline and I'm keeping in my head, I'm not missing a day. I'm not missing any time. You're going to see my face every single day, whether, like or not. But that's the discipline that requires in this shit.
Yeah, the commitment that you made with yourself. You don't go
Yes.
live these 365 days and make sure like
Yep.
it's gonna be a post or anything like that. But like I said, even then, you can just break it down into simple metrics. I can just say like making up your bed every day. Like every morning I wake up, when I get out of bed, I'm gonna make my day. But you gotta
Yeah.
understand, like
Facts.
once you break that commitment with yourself, what are you indirectly or directly telling yourself?
Yes.
So like you run into the world, you wonder why, like, why am I meeting all these like or people that have like you want to say mental issues, but like have a really lot of stuff going on for themselves, or they're just very distracted easily. Gotta ask yourself the same thing. But at the same time, you saying goes, so even flies like honey. Even if you that light in the darkness, people are always gonna gravitate to you. The thing is like how are you gonna move within that gravitation or pull that everyone's coming around you. Like
Facts.
you're gonna be able to weed out the people that are like, hey, you know what? I've seen this so many times. I know where I'm going. This is not the direction I want to go in. So
Mm-hmm.
like commitment that you have with yourself is also, like I said, indirectly or directly shown to other people. People
Mm-hmm.
try to throw you off your pathway all the time. How committed are you to stay to your vision of what you want? There's a whole bunch of ways to get to your avenue, but the thing is like, are you going to take that, obligation to find that answer for yourself, or you
Mm-hmm.
just listen to what other people are telling you because they're trying to throw you off your game? You got to understand too, not all advice is good advice.
Even the advice that you said is cannot even be the best advice
Right.
for a lot of people. Even involving in being true to your vision for people that's listening and will listen is that it's not just staying just firm in this one direction. The one direction, the true direction could be, I want to learn a lot in myself and evolve, right? That's the direction. Now, the routes and avenues can be completely different. I might motherfucking be a snowboarder in 2 years. I don't know. I might be in a surfing competition and to win $2 million. I don't know. What if I just wanted to do it because I wanted to just learn what I could put myself in position to do? What if I wanted to just learn to put myself in a leadership position to see what I get out of it? The curiosity that brings. Because I don't want people to think, okay, I gotta be this businessman. But even things can grow from there. But knowing and even discipline itself, but wanting to evolve is knowing how to pivot too. You got to know what's dead. Dead end corners. Okay, I can a roadblock, but why? But I
Right.
think that this is my direction. But okay, if you keep hitting a dead corner, then what's going on?
Right. You can bring that same philosophy into women. You set up the date, everything like that.
Facts.
You don't get no answer for her. Hey, it's time to pivot and move on. You
Yeah.
you see the signs. The signs
Mhm.
ain't there. So you need to like pivot, go back to, the drawing board, see what's going on with it.
Mhm.
Need to do, try it again. Now,
Mhm.
within that pattern that you're seeing, is that the pattern that you want, or is that the pattern that you're trying to avoid? Because
Yeah.
it can be a positive pattern, or it can be a
That's
negative
a good
pattern.
one.
So you
Yeah.
got to understand, like, hey, pattern I'm going through ain't it. Like, if you trying
Yeah.
to quit something and you still hanging out with, like I said, your friends or your homeboys or any other body that's smoking around you or anything like that, and you still putting yourself with them, you're not breaking the cycle. You still in the same pattern that you were in first. The only thing is you're making it in a way like harder for yourself to be around it because you're
Mhm.
trying to do something that they're not trying to do. So
Exactly.
for people growing up, I'm gonna tell y'all now, like once you start identifying surf and you start finding out that that ain't for you, you're
Yeah.
gonna actually see like who's rocking with you and who's not. Like who is with you for like that presentation of life and who's not gonna be there for you like going on the way when you're in the car riding. Like y'all two different destinations, and throughout that destination, there's checkpoints too. With all your
Mhm.
friends, with all your workers, with all your family members too, because you
Yeah.
might want a certain lifestyle that your family members can't understand. Up, this is the
Mhm.
checkpoint. This is the part where I gotta let y'all go, and
Yeah.
you got to be
Exactly.
okay with it.